Hey guys, it's Amy, the resident white girl from the Xennials podcast, and I just wanted to take a minute to tell you about Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you a little. It's free. There's all the creation tools you need to edit and record right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will do the dirty work for you and distribute everything for you. It's everything you need to make podcast in one location. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
He ain't nothing but a freaking legal vigilante.
Listen, the good damn name
with the money,
Bruce Wayne.
with the
man.
money, with the money. Look, if that man didn't have no money, he wouldn't be a hot damn thing. That's all I'm saying. If he didn't have the money and the butler, he would be doo-doo. Because the butler is the brains behind the goddamn operation. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. I hate to break your heart right here, but
Like, I'm gonna have to give it to Alfred on that one.
Alfred does the
Listen,
damn thing.
I know Alfred does all the work, okay? Alfred does
all the work.
Alfred does all the work. But
Alfred
is
dies.
fun.
That man ain't got no life. He's
Don't realize
it's already happened. There are like 15 different comic versions.
Yeah.
Alfred died and Bruce went to, wherever Bruce goes, and he
woke up
broods.
in Arkham Asylum.
pieces.
He broods
Pieces.
he broods for like 22 years or some shit.
Arkham Asylum.
That place, yeah. That
That's
one.
what I call my house on Google Maps. And for Pizza Hut delivery, that's what it says, Arkham Asylum.
My house is called House of B right now, so which is the actual a Scarlet Witch nod. So there's that.
Hey,
Instead of House of M, it's House of B. But neither here nor there. Are we recording?
we are recording.
Oh my bad. Why you didn't tell me? I didn't do the intro.
That was the intro.
Hey. Well, hello, welcome back to Xennials podcast, episode 5. If you cannot tell, we are freestyling it tonight. We don't have anything in particular. We're just talking about what we're talking about and going off the top of our head like a real freestylist does. And
Basically,
moment,
tonight they're gonna get a real taste of who we are.
Yeah. Right now we're in the midst of a conversation of DC characters and Marvel characters, and how Batman is really nothing without Alfred and money. If he was flat broke with no butler, gonna throw him to the wolves, baby. He ain't gonna make it.
Not the good name of Bruce Wayne and Wayne Enterprises. I mean,
Wayne Enterprises sounds like Trump Enterprises to me. But we have today, there's Chris, there's Amy, there's Tora, your host. So anyway, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of flack behind this because here's the thing: I'm already biased. I'm completely biased because I love Marvel, X-Men, MCU. That's me. That's where I'm at. I am completely engulfed and invested in the whole MCU. I am in the midst of WandaVision, which it is amazing show that a lot of people have said they don't like, but I think it's the complexity of it that they don't like, because this show is like, especially right now, the people who I've noticed say that they don't like it are like the younger people, and I think it's more of a because they don't understand the references to the shows and they're not really catching it. Everything ain't for everybody. Sometimes you got to be smart to follow this stuff. Stan Lee was that dude, and sometimes you got to be smart to follow this stuff. So he's not gonna give you, there's a few what do you call those? There's a few. All of the characters are complex. You don't get just one-sided, one-dimensional. We got complex characters. So anyway, that's my obsession with Marvel. I love. That's what I'm doing right now. Is Marvel.
And we'll forgive you for that because most of all Marvel's characters are based off of DC characters in some way or another.
Hey, and I'm DC, so
I mean, and y'all, it's just listen. Listen.
Everybody's got to be the minority. We'll let it be you this time, Tora.
And that's fine. I'll ride with Marvel till the wheels fall off. But it's just, I mean,
I look at Marvel like
it's so cheesy. The heroes are cheesy as hell. There's no complexity. There's no, I'm gonna go to the phone book for change. What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? Come out with your balls out like Deadpool, my dude. What are you doing? Let me go change. The fuck out of here. And you have on glasses. Nobody can tell who you are because you have on glasses. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Listen, DC has the best villains, period. Heroes do better. Heroes do better. Do better. Do better.
Listen, so Superman's maybe 3 or 4 on my list of DC characters.
Take them off.
Not because it's
Kryptonite. A green rock. Let me go get me some kryptonite.
It's Superman. Like, I'm good. This is like 3.
Yo, you know that's why a lot of females name their vagina kryptonite, because it's an easy takedown.
Hey,
it's an easy takedown.
Hey, that's hilarious. So yeah, Batman is number 1 for me. Like, I have a whole thing here. Batman, just
I will say that his backstory is pretty good.
Yes, it is.
His story is a kid who watched his parents get murdered. His backstory is our entire life background.
His backstory is pretty good. Other than the fact that he's rich. If he wasn't rich, it might be even better. But the fact that he's rich and now he can afford these toys to do the things that he wants to do, it kind of feels like he's not putting in the work the way he should.
His backstory is a lot better than Dr. Doofenshmirtz. That's all I got to say.
We like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
We do like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Think he's the one of the best villains ever.
And his daughter.
Like
her too.
Love Vanessa. Vanessa's awesome.
Vanessa reminds me of Amy. Maybe Vanessa reminds me of Brittany.
No, Vanessa does remind me a lot of Amy. Now that I think about it, Vanessa does remind me a lot of Amy. It's like, 1 minute she's ready to push you in front of a car. The next minute she's like, you know what? Hey, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Brittany is more of a Candace.
Oh, Brittany's Candace? Oh.
Brittany is Candace.
Oh, how do you do it? Oh.
Brittany's the, let me find out you're cheating. I'm going to rat you out. Don't matter if I like the other person or not. I'm going to rat you out.
Busted.
But Candace never gets to tell the story. And anytime Candace tells the story, nobody really believes her.
Ever.
Oh, it's Brittany? Okay. I will leave that there. Not touching that one. I'm not touching that one.
With a 10-foot pole. Yeah.
I love my daughter, but
Squirrels in my pants?
Squirrels in the pants.
Okay.
Squirrels in the pants.
All right.
I mean, where else are they gonna be? Trees? What the fuck is that? Oh. Oh, what else? Okay, what's been going on with y'all? How's y'all weeks been? You've had better. You've had worse. Mercury in retrograde.
I'll talk about my week.
It's coming. This is just the beginning. It hasn't even come yet. Mercury's retrograde doesn't start till the 30th. So tuck it in. Pull up them panties. It's gonna be a long one.
Wait. Tuck it in. Pull up.
Tuck it in.
It's gonna be
your shirt. Tuck in your shirt, Chris. How about that?
I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Yeah, tuck in your shirt.
We had that conversation already. You can't tuck in everything. Everything's not meant to be tucked in.
Yeah. Oh.
Pull up
It's
your
meant to be
damn.
tucked in, just not in some of the places it's being tucked.
That
You
too.
know?
Pull up your damn pants while you at it. Yeah.
So here's the thing. So what's worse, tucking it in or having it fall out? Because
It depends on. Well, it depends on which aspect of this we're looking at. Because
any aspect falling out is not the best.
falling out sucks.
Falling out sucks. Yeah. But I mean, you tucking it in. Yeah.
How did we get here?
This is what happens when we freestyle and they get to see a bunch of perverted freaks pretending to be something we ain't.
Oh, Lord, this is
Yeah.
exactly what happens when you freestyle. How
It's
did we get here?
no guidance, people. No guidance. But yeah. This is just tuck it in, pull it up, pull up your damn pants. Okay, so while we're talking about pull up damn pants, let's share this story. I was in the Waffle House earlier. Sorry, Amy. In the Waffle House earlier today. And was enjoying my waffle grits and stuff or whatever. And I looked to my left and I saw more underwear than I saw pants, and I just don't
What
understand.
city were you in?
Mansfield to be exact. It's in Mansfield. Don't ask why I was out in Mansfield.
Mansfield has ass. Okay.
I was just
Wait
out
a
there.
minute. Mansfield has, on technicality, 2 Waffle Houses. One that's technically on Arlington grounds. One that's in Mansfield.
I was on one closer to Arlington.
Oh, please.
So the one off of 287. So
Hey, we sounded so successful, man. I don't know why, but you sounded like you. I don't know if it's the fact that you were at Waffle House, there's a Waffle House in the story, or it's the fact that it's a Waffle House close to Arlington. I don't know, but something disgusting her with that.
it probably was both, but
All of it, yeah, all of
you
it.
know, the whole thing. But it was just literally I enjoying my
And you
meal and just looked
you
over
know-
to the left and it was just like, no.
It
Why?
was a little bit warmer today too, right?
This
You know-
was right before it started raining, somewhere about 11:30, 12 o'clock. So
Oh, what time it stopped snowing here?
all right. So it was just like,
Ass.
Why
Next
do
to
you
my
even-
goddamn waffle.
it's almost like, why do you even have on a pair of pants if they're gonna be so low that they're gonna be mid-thigh in your
Not mid-thigh.
mid-thigh. You're putting your hand in your pocket or putting your hands in your pocket because your phone is attached to your ear, which you don't know how to use a headset for. But you're fumbling around and your pants are coming further and further down to the point where I'm embarrassed for the lady that's standing in front of you, even though I'm sitting with eating my waffle here.
You know what? First off, that's disgusting.
It is.
Second off, that brings to mind True Kitchen and Cocktails. True Kitchen and Cocktails. We never discussed this, I don't believe. And
Don't bring your ass in nobody's restaurant twerking on their goddamn couches. I'm just
you
saying.
know,
That's
just
not
in case
what
there-
you do. You don't do that shit. I don't care if you mad because he talked to you like that. Like, dude, you in his spot. Your ass is on his shit.
Wait, hold on.
No.
I was not there for this, but is this the Facebook post I saw in regards to somebody's birthday?
No. This was a story that circulated about a restaurant owner that had politely asked some individuals, patrons of his restaurant, to not suggestively dance on his tables and whatnot, because there were, younger people in his restaurant as well as families.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it escalated to a point where, it just became out of control, and he came out of the kitchen, basically told him to get the fuck out of his restaurant in no uncertain terms.
Now, he did say fuck, like literally, but I don't think the man was wrong
At all.
There's music playing in the restaurant, and the type of music that was playing was the twerking music or whatever, and they felt like that was their cue to twerk. He went to them 3 times and said, "Hey, please, ladies, can you stop this?" And they didn't. They wouldn't. They was like, fuck you. And they kept doing it. So the last time he said, "Hey, I don't need y'all money. I don't need y'all to be here. Y'all don't have to be here. This is not the spot for that. You want to go dance at the club down the street. Feel free. But do not do that in my restaurant. I'm going to kick you the fuck out." I think where the big deal came from is that he said the word fuck. Because he really was not wrong in nothing else he did. Everybody was just super mad that he cussed the girls out. First of all, bitch, listen, I don't know these ladies, because this is a restaurant in Dallas. I don't know these ladies, and I just know this. If you were to go to somebody's house and put your 6 inches on their leather couch and not expect them to say nothing to you, you'd be crazy. I just feel like, if the girl had failed, that would have been a lawsuit, right?
Look, he waited till the 3rd time to say get the fuck out, which is far nicer than I would have been, because I'd have walked out and went, "All right, you need to stop."
Uh-huh.
If I got to tell you a 2nd time, I said fucking stop and get the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I agree with you completely, because I was like, he told them way too many times. He was way too nice about the situation. "Excuse me, I'm going to explain this to you once, nicely and politely. I need y'all to stop. Get off my furniture. Your food is on the way out." Now, they keep doing it. I'm going to come back. Okay, we've already cashed you out. Drinks on us. You can go. Don't need your money. Don't need your patron. You don't have to be here. Hasta luego. You can go.
Because see, my deal is you presented yourself as trash. I don't need to be respectful to you any longer. I came at you respectfully. You wanted to proceed to act like trash. So now I'm going to talk to you like I would trash.
See, here's the thing that people was like, one person said, he shouldn't have been playing that type of music. If this is what music do to you,
it's his restaurant. He can play whatever you want to play in his restaurant.
We're talking about the fact that I've seen white girls twerking to country music, so.
Well, my thing is this: if this is what music does to you, what kind of self-control do you have over yourself as an adult? Because it wasn't like a little young chick he was talking to. It wasn't no little girl he was talking to. It's a grown woman. I mean, she may not have been older than 20 in her mid to late 20s, but she's still grown.
But see, this is the same type of person who sees the woman in a halter top and a short skirt and 6-inch heels and goes, "Well, she was asking for it."
Uh-huh.
It's that mentality.
That mentality, yeah, I couldn't understand like that. Also,
you play music like that, you expect people to dance like that. Well, she was dressed like a hoe, so I treated her like a hoe. No.
See, that's where I can understand what Chris was saying. This is my restaurant. I'm the one who paid the rent here. I pay the electricity. I buy the food. I do what I want to do. And if I want to play this music without you twerking to it, that's fine. And number 3, if I was a guest there, I will be seriously pissed off somebody's twerking next to my salad.
Right, because I don't
You
know.
are not supposed to have your ass around my food. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know what kind of crotch critters you're throwing my way.
Right there. That's me. Like, I don't want your ass nowhere near my food. Move. I don't care if the first words off the record was cash money. Yeah.
For the 99 and the 2000.
You better move away from my damn food.
Take it outside, sis. Not right here. Go to the bathroom.
What kind of crotch critters are you throwing around twerking like that?
I mean,
I don't
just
need my food.
I
why?
ordered crab, not your crabs. I ordered crab. Please,
Like,
get
why?
your booty away from my food.
Get your ass away from my food.
As a customer, I would have been pissed off because I know this hoe is not there next to my food. Not my salad. Not my fucking $25 salad. No. No, what you trying to do?
Crispies.
Exactly. Croutons, nacho crispies. Nacho crispies. Nachos. I didn't even understand the uproar behind it because I'm just like, so
yeah, I didn't either.
Y'all expect people to, the expectation is for people to be professional or, on the up and up at all time. But I'm like, you're talking, this is the owner of this restaurant and you're making him look bad real fast in front of the other patrons that's in this restaurant. And if I'm paying $25 for a salad, I don't care what music is being played. I don't expect your ass to be grinding on my table.
On my table, near my table, on the window, on the couch. And I was looking like, I know this chick ain't got no heels on this little couch. That made me upset because I was like, what kind of hoes reading? And then I realized during this, having a couple of discussions in a couple of different groups, I realized there's two people. There is the customers and then there's the business owners. And you're either thinking like one or the other. I'm thinking as a business owner, because as a business owner, I'm not going to let you disrespect what I've built because you feel like dropping it, like you need to bust it up real quick. Or whatever the new challenge is, bust it challenge or whatever. No, we're not doing this for the ground, baby. Ain't no take up in here. We're not doing this.
Take away the business aspect of it. Take away the customer aspect of it. Okay? Is that something you would do at grandma's house for Sunday dinner?
On her leather couch? No, it isn't, because she's going outside for the switch. I know it's not.
Grandma ain't coming back with the switch. Grandma's coming out with a 2-foot piece of the fucking water hose with the metal end attached. Okay? Because that's how mad you done made grandma.
That's why I was just like, I just couldn't. But anyway, I guess that was something to talk about. Hell, I just couldn't understand that. Now I know that's like not latest news, but
can I go to her house and dance on her leather couch? Hold on. Her Rent-A-Center fucking cloth couch.
No, baby, because it ain't paid for yet.
Not the Rent-A-Center. Ooh,
that's all the more reason for me to go do it because now she's got to, even if she can't pay for it, she's got to pay for the repairs when they come pick it up.
There you go. I didn't understand it. Like,
I didn't understand the backlash that he got.
Yeah, I never understood the backlash because I'm like, ladies, gentlemen, if it was your place of business, you wouldn't want nobody, coming up through there,
disrespecting it.
Disrespectful like that, you know what I'm saying? So sorry.
Like I said, it's not even about business. You wouldn't want somebody treating your property like that.
No, not at all. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. So anyway, while we discussing twerking on the couch in somebody's business, why? What? Why was this a thing again? Why?
Because Cash Money taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
Bingo. That's what I was looking for. There.
That's why it was a big deal.
That's what I was looking for right there, man.
That's why it was a big deal.
I mean, okay. I didn't. I was massively confused when I actually looked at it and viewed the whole entire thing. I was like,
yeah.
What we mad about? Like,
What we mad about? I was like, oh no, he did right.
My man.
I mean, he did better than me because I wouldn't have had all the patience of 3 times. So no, I would have been like one and done. But
my man
he did it right as far as I'm concerned.
My man had the patience of a saint.
Job. He had the patience of Job. Well, he did it. I know earlier we were talking about DC, Marvel, and we were talking about a few different things off record, but are y'all aware that DC and Marvel both have non-binary superheroes?
I'm gonna say this again for the record. On the record.
Wait a minute. I want to tell you their names, and then we can go forward with it.
Okay, please.
Marvel, their non-binary superhero is Kid Quick. DC.
So funny because
Kid Quick
start that way.
goes by they. That's how Kid Quick is addressed. DC's non-binary superhero, they have two of them. Safe Space and Snowflake. Now, I'm just trying to figure out, did DC miss the ball on that one?
Look, right now, I'm gonna tell you right. I need to see. Why you gotta do this shit to me? Because now I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you too. Because I needed to see what we was talking. What I need to put faces with these spaces here. Okay.
Safe Space.
Oh, baby. No. Back up. Those are Marvel. Yes, baby.
Safe Space is not Marvel. Safe Space
Yes,
Marvel?
it is. Marvel branded tone deaf for non-binary superhero called Snowflake and their twin Safe Space.
Bitches. So,
that's Marvel. That's Marvel.
Kid, what's her name? Kid, what's his name? Kid, what's his name?
Kid Quick.
Is DC.
DC, yeah. Kid Quick is DC. What about
Marvel, you guys. Why the hell y'all trying to fuck it up right now?
Because Kid Quick has been around for a while.
Have they?
Yeah.
I don't recall Kid Quick.
Kid Quick was one of those characters that came around. You got to go way back. Even though they're saying that it's a newer character.
I know you fucking lying. This is not Snowflake in Safe Space.
Yeah, it is.
I know you fucking lying.
Nope.
Now, DC does have.
Marvel.
Hold on. Now, Tora, I'm going to redeem you here. DC does have two non-binary characters. Okay. Does have Kid Quick, who's
there.
Right. And will be with the Flash, and it's from the multiverse. Okay.
Oh, Kid Quick is with Flash. Oh, this is hard.
However, we have DC's anti-hero, the Airy, was also non-binary.
The Airy, spell that. What is that? Airy? Like air?
Aerie?
Like Aries without the S. Okay.
Yeah, I guess no, because it's Aerie. I'm
sorry, I brought this subject up. Sorry, guys.
No, don't be sorry.
I'm really like super disappointed with Marvel right now.
No, like I'm not mad at you, but just
they have blue and pink hair.
Well, they're twins.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at these pictures and they looking like lovers and not twins.
No. Because in the article I am reading,
you know what? This shit just made my head hurt. Marvel, what the fuck? Okay, look. We're just gonna
pretend like that didn't happen.
Yep, we're gonna focus. WandaVision. How y'all doing this? We just gonna focus. Because
okay, so Aries from
the disgust.
Okay, all right.
I'm disgusted. I'm completely disgusted because I just don't understand how they are brothers. And first of all,
they're happy and they're singing and they're colored.
Or they're twins. They're not brothers. They're twins. Moving right along. I mean, what you guys did. Because I'm not okay. Not okay.
Listen.
Marvel.
I love Harley Quinn. Deathstroke is awesome. All right. The Joker for me, anybody that says the Joker is their favorite villain, that unfortunately falls under that category we were talking about when we talked about Superman. That to me falls under that category.
I understand. I love Joker. I think he got layers. He got layers. Like there's something else in there. It's just that he got a whole lot of layers. Like, ooh, baby, I ain't got the.
Joker.
Depends on which one of the backstories into the Joker that you, because the Joker is one of the rare villains who, much like our heroes, has like 8 different backstories.
Yeah.
Right, and then the problem is you don't even know which one to believe when it comes to Joker. Depends on which comic or which iteration you actually came in on that you gotta, is that your foundation for his backstory? You eventually you just start turning into Harley Quinn on this and just be like, I just love him so much,
But for Harley, it's not even about love. It's really not. Harley was gaslighted and manipulated.
Oh yeah.
Because if you remember correctly, Harley Quinn was actually the empathetic psychologist who got
sucked in.
Right. So she was gaslighted, brainwashed, and then it's why Suicide Squad it's never just been the Suicide Squad, it's always been Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad, because although it is all the band of misfits, she is the only one who looks at it logically from both the side of the good guy and the side of the bad guy. She sees it from both sides.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, honestly, I think Suicide Squad and the Harley Quinn movie by themselves were actually pretty decent. I don't know why it doesn't get the love, but I thought they were pretty decent. I actually thought they stuck more to their Suicide Squad stuck more to their comic roots, and Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, they did a dual thing. So they took Harley's story from Suicide Squad, continued it, also brought in the Birds of Prey, and actually put those 2 stories together. I actually thought it was pretty decent. For me, if I'm watching a movie that has anything to do with a comic or that's based off of a comic character, I want to see some elements of the comic in there. Please don't make up a whole additional ass story, because it doesn't fall into the correct canon. Like, there's canons for this.
So was it a continuation movie, like a part 2?
Birds of Prey kind of gave. So what Birds of Prey did was it introduced more of the female side of DC. That's really ultimately what it did. It gave you an insight into some characters that DC plans on breaking out to the big screen later on, because you can only do so many Batmans. You can only do so many Supermans.
Facts.
Do one more
you're
Superman.
kind of
one more damn Superman.
There's only so much you can do with these characters, and Aquaman is such bless his heart. Jason Momoa played. Jason Momoa did things for Aquaman that DC really needed Aquaman to have. Okay, Jason Momoa gave Aquaman a face in the comic world
that Aquaman just did not have. I mean, Aquaman's been around forever. I mean, anybody that's grown up a DC fan, Aquaman's been there forever. However, Aquaman was just Aquaman.
Aquaman was a one-dimensional character.
He talked to the fishes.
But so there's nowhere to really go with that. They haven't done the Flash yet. And again, the Flash is another one of those characters who at his core is a one-dimensional character.
He just runs.
Which is why with the Flash, they had to start introducing the multiverse and bringing in all these different alternate universes.
Because he fucked them up.
Because
it's the Flash's fault it's Flash's fault that we have Earth 1, New Earth, New 52. Flash did it all. It's his fault. if he hadn't stopped, if he had just stopped running, just stop. Sorry.
Birds of Prey is kind of a way to introduce new characters that have always kind of set in the background with no real story of their own, and it gave you a backstory into them without having to give them an entire movie to introduce them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because ultimately, that's what Suicide Squad did for Harley Quinn. It gave you Harley's backstory, but it introduced a bunch of other DC villains that you weren't quite as familiar with. but it focused on Harley because that was where they were going to go with their next movie release.
I came across fandom's wiki page for Birds of Prey, and I didn't know that Birds of Prey had like a TV series.
It also has its own comic book series.
Well, yeah, of course they have their own comic. I didn't know they had their own television show. I guess because anything that's on the actual CW, I stopped watching like 20 years ago. But yeah, they actually have their own show.
What did you mean when it was WB? Me too.
Exactly.
When the frog came out singing,
When the frog came out singing,
lost the frog, they lost me. I wasn't there no more. Where the frog at?
Let me tell you where that channel lost me. When they introduced the Vampire Diaries as something new, and I'm like, okay, I'm in my late teens, early 20s. This isn't new because I was reading these books when I was 13. Like, I read the whole series. I read the whole series of books.
I mean, while we're talking about shows and this particular channel, do y'all do what is it called? What is that show called? Jughead, Archie, Betty, Veronica.
Riverdale.
Do y'all do Riverdale?
Again, I don't watch anything on the CW, so no.
Okay, legit.
I've watched a few episodes of Riverdale just because I wanted to see how it correlated to Archie comics. And it's the same way that you have the new adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix. Okay,
so it doesn't correlate to the comic.
Hold on, because Sabrina got her start as a mini comic within the comic for Archie.
Right.
Okay. Now, because they were trying to reach out to a broader group of people out there, because those of us that are into comic books, DC, Marvel, whatever, you always read the inner darker story within it. The bright colors didn't fool you. You read the darker story underneath. You gave it bright colors. You knew what it was. You know, you understood like the dark kind of backstory of all your characters. What Archie comics and the Sabrina comics did was it gave you the bright colors. It gave you the cheerful, we're so perfect storyline. And it gave you all of that. But you actually had to read between the lines and a lot of times look at the faces of the characters to understand there was a darker tone to it. There really was. It was very hidden. And
it must be
because I was the girl that was into the Archie comics. It was very hidden. Jughead was your guy from the other side of the tracks. Archie being who Archie is, Archie was the guy who wanted to be everybody's friend. So that's right. You know, like every typical ginger out there, I'm the outcast, I'll be your friend. So he did. But if you read a lot more into it and looked at the way that the storylines and the plots played out, the storyline for Riverdale does it go a lot darker? Yes, but it's because that's what this generation needs in order to go, because it needs that. They're drawn to the dark. They need this generation's hot topic side of it. Okay.
You hit them with the hot topic. No one.
Y'all see in the Facebook meme, what was the biggest thing to change between when you were, growing up to now? And it's the hot topic entryway. Going into Hot Topic used to be like going to the gift shop in hell. You walked through the gates and it was like, oh, buy me, buy me, buy me. And you were drawn. You were like, well, let me get in here. Now you have Abercrombie and Fitch, Hot Topic, Aeropostale. Remember when Hot Topic used to be shoved in the dark corner of the mall?
Yeah.
I miss those days.
I haven't, possibly because I haven't been to the mall in I don't know how long. I haven't even seen the entryway to a Hot Topic in so long.
I have, and it's all true. It's all true. Because I remember the first time I went to Hot Topic, I was like, this is not a place I'm coming into. And then I go back and I'm like, something ain't right. Why am I in the store? Something ain't right. I'm okay in the store. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. What they do? I didn't notice until Amy just said it that they actually changed the in. But I noticed that something was different about the store, and yeah,
it went from It went from entering the gates of hell and going to visit the gift shop to, oh, cool. So we just got done shopping at Abercrombie. Let's stop over at Hot Topic and see what trending things they have today.
Yep. It did. It did. Agreed.
Complete with the head flop, the white girl head flop.
Just like to me, Spencer's. I went into Spencer's with my daughter not too long ago, and we're in there, and I noticed that I lose her, and I thought maybe she just stopped to go look at something, and then I realized, oh shit, there's a dildo. That's why she didn't come back here with me, and I realized, oh, it's a whole sex shop, a full blown sex shop in the back of Spencer's now.
Mm-hmm. The whole back half of the store,
yes,
is
it's a sex shop. It is.
No, wait. The way to refer to it is the whole backside of the store is a Spencer's version of Fredericks of Hollywood.
And I'm walking. I don't realize it says 18 and over. I don't see that shit anymore. I ain't seen that shit in a long time. So that I don't know what that looks like anymore. So once I'm getting back there, I'm like, oh, this is cute. And I turn to my daughter, and my daughter's not there.
I'm not gonna lie. When I go to the mall, I'm going to 4 places. Okay, I'm going to Bath and Body Works.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to Build-A-Bear to see if they finally have a creature that appeals to my dark side.
And you know they're not going to.
But I'm hoping every once in a blue moon, okay? Every once in a blue moon, they make my little dark heart smile, okay? Every once in a blue moon. And then I'm going
Halloween.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Once a year.
And then the alternative side of me, because I'm not your Abercrombie girl, I'm not your Aeropostale girl, I'm not your Gap girl, I'm not your Old Navy girl. I'm going to find the type of clothes that, you know, if I'm going to spend a little extra for a t-shirt, I'm going to Hot Topic. I'm going to Spencer's. Kills me to walk into both of these stores now because none of them are what they were for me 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put a Spencer's employee on their head? I went, and like every now and then when I go out, like I never know where I'm gonna stop. So I take my keychain full of key fobs for all my different rewards things. So it's habit to walk into Spencer's, even though I know it's no longer valid, and pull my Spencer's underground key fob and just have it in my hand. An employee looked at me one day and went, "What is that?" And I went, well, 25 years ago, the more you shopped at Spencer's, you earned points. And he was like, I don't know anybody that has ever worked at Spencer's, currently works at Spencer's, or anybody in corporate who still has one of those. I'm like, yeah, that's how old I am.
I remember going to the mall, right? And I remember there was a point in time when Journeys was just like Spencer and not like Foot Action. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Journeys used to be a lot like Spencer's, and now they're just shoes.
Well, it's the same way that Spencer's used to be like Box Lunch.
Ooh.
And now Box Lunch is the new Spencer's. It's the new Spencer's with the Abercrombie price tags.
You ain't lying, because I was like, I wish I would pay motherfucking $35 for this Sailor Moon t-shirt. I love it, but I ain't paying you $35 for it.
Now, when I can go to Hot Topic and buy it for $20 and catch it on sale at Spencer's for $15.
Those were the good old days where you could catch shit on sale between the 3 stores and just...
You're good. Well, you've done your shopping.
Basically.
Remember walking through the mall and walking past the lids and knowing you could go in and get any hat you wanted done up? Nobody questioned you.
No.
Oh, they don't
wanted one.
I had a Lids card because I used to live in Lids.
I had a Lids card because I had a dude. I had a boyfriend.
Not only did Lids have, you could actually go into Lids, number one, and find any cap for any sports team in any size, number one.
Fitted or snapback.
Right, fitted or snapback. Number two, you can get it embroidered. Depending on which mall you went to, they have the embroidery machine inside the store.
and you could get anything. Didn't matter how offensive it was.
Anything.
I didn't know that they didn't do that anymore.
Man,
Because
look.
I've actually got a few hats embroidered before.
I was in the mall 2 months ago. Walked past the lids. The lids was the size of a closet.
Well, not only that, with the embroidery they do now,
Exactly.
it is limited to
that
it is limited to your name, your initials, whatever sports team you're affiliated with for your school, but only if you have permission from the district. Or you could get your favorite hat that you purchased there that already had the embroidery for your favorite sports team. You could get like whatever number of your favorite player embroidered on. That's it. There ain't no more "fuck you hoes" being embroidered on hats at Lids.
But literally, why is the holes that close to your hat to read that? But neither here nor there.
It wasn't that. It was the point that you could go and get it done. Okay? And now you can't.
I mean, are you surprised? Didn't we cover
no,
this last
society
episode
now.
with the Gens, these, or a couple episodes ago?
I'm
with the
offended
Gen
that you're
Zs
offended
being
that I'm offended
Yeah.
because you're offended.
Yeah. Didn't we cover that?
This is like,
number 5.
look, Marvel and its 2 new characters, Snowflake and Safe Space,
Who thought this shit up? Who thought
was
this
the biggest, and I will give Marvel credit for this, was the biggest slap in the face to Gen Z and these new millennials. Because never have I met anybody who needed to have a safe space because Johnny called me stupid. And I just, like, I know I'm not stupid.
I'm not even gonna lie. The main reason I'm incredibly distraught behind Snowflake and Safe Space is not necessarily their names, but why they gotta look like majorettes. Get these people some pants. When they kick, there's a possibility of a ball falling out. Do we really need this? What kind of safe space is that?
Because I should be allowed to wear whatever I want. And if it offends you,
why do you have to be a majorette?
But don't offend me. But don't offend me. I can offend you.
You can
Don't
wear
offend
what
me.
you want to wear, but a majorette and a pink and blue one at that.
I can offend you. Don't offend me.
I'm totally distraught that they wear majorettes. Y'all ever see that show? There's this one show about these majorettes in Mississippi. I think they're in Mississippi. Whatever. I forget what the show is. Drumettes or...
I won't say I've
something I
seen.
get from
It sounds like I've seen the previews for.
Yeah, I
for
think
that
I've seen the
show.
previews.
I've seen the previews for it. Yeah.
Listen, I'm so distraught right now. I just like, let me go watch an episode of WandaVision to remind myself why I like them still.
No, you
I'm
just
really, like-
you just wanted to watch WandaVision.
I do.
You wanted to watch WandaVision like I'm going to go watch Batman Dark Knight Returns.
I'm not even gonna lie. The platform that WandaVision is on is in the living room, so I might just stay in my room where I have my other platform and just watch old X-Men cartoons and call it a night.
Hey.
For real.
Hey.
And this is after Jean Grey had turned to Phoenix, so
Oh
like,
man. Okay, cool.
everybody has disbanded.
Right.
All we got is basic ingredients of Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Beast, and that's it. That's the whole show. That's it. And I'm just like, I might just watch that shit instead. I'm just so distraught with this whole safe space and Snowflake. So who's who? You know what? Never mind. Look, never mind. Let's not even talk about it anymore. 'Cause I'm mad at the majorette costumes. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyway,
I am so sorry, but I have been dying over here in this corner with you in these majorette outfits because, yeah.
Did you see them? Did you see them?
I
Did you
did.
Google them and see them?
I have.
Oh my gosh.
I
And
did
it's
see
pink
them.
and blue, Chris.
pink.
And not even just pink and blue, not like Marvel pink and blue, not like no. This looks like straight cotton candy pink and blue. And I'm trying to figure out, they were so tone deaf on this one, it's not even funny.
I was looking at that too, like
I know. And their hair is pink and blue.
yeah,
You know what?
it's pink and blue, guys.
You know what? If y'all don't hurry up and come out with this goddamn episode of WandaVision now, Marvel.
I would have thought that WandaVision would have came out like everything else, because I mean, Animaniacs came out the whole season at one time. Like
I thought that too. That's why I was like, oh, I don't have an issue. I'll watch it, but yo, Disney's trying to make their money. I said, you bitches.
Same way that they are keeping all the Star Wars fans with Mandalorian.
Exactly. And not to mention that Loki's gonna have a show, but it's gonna be just like this one, where it comes out episode a week. I'm like, if y'all don't release a whole fucking season like Netflix and quit playing with me, goddamn, I'm trying to binge. The fuck? I didn't come here for a tidbit. I come here to eat. I'm not gonna watch a little bit. The hell?
No, it's the tasting menu. Get over it.
I don't want no taste. I don't need a taste. I need a whole meal.
You need a whole
Damn
meal.
that taste. The hell? Disney and Marvel, them some smart bastards. If they know people like me is gonna come for the show and stay for the show.
But I mean, my thing is, if you're watching WandaVision, first and foremost, so you're watching WandaVision, right? You're watching it on Disney Plus. 9 times out of 10, you're already gonna have Disney Plus before you started watching WandaVision on Disney.
Thank you. And you know what it is? Disney Plus. Here's the thing. What happened with Disney Plus? How Disney Plus snuck his ass into my house is
ESPN
well,
or
first
Hulu?
off, huh?
ESPN or Hulu?
My daughter.
Oh,
My daughter and her Hulu.
Yep.
And we were watching it, and then we found we went on Pinterest and we were just going through, and Machete. I think it's called Machete.
Yeah.
And we found the Machete, and we was like, sold. So I was like, yo, bring it up to the front. So now that's how Disney snuck their ass in, because that's what we did during quarantine. It took us a month because I kept stepping out. No, we're gonna watch it every now and then. We're not gonna watch every one of them all. And then we stopped for a second because I was trying to find the Spider-Man movies that they don't have.
No,
they can't find those bitches in here.
Stop. That's because Sony owns Spider-Man.
Right, but I can't find them.
Disney
not
bought
on
it for a hot second.
They're
Disney
coming.
bought it for a hot second. Okay. And this is where it gets epic. And this is where Sony told both the Marvel Universe and Disney to suck it. Because if you remember in the last movie for Spider-Man,
Which version?
Okay.
Yeah, which one you got? Who is Spider-Man?
Talking Tobey Maguire? Or are we talking?
Is it Toby? Who is it? Is it Tom? Who's Spider-Man at the
Yeah,
time?
the
There we
most
go.
recent little one, where they were
Tom.
in England and everything else.
Tom.
Is this the one
So-
with Zendaya in it or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I have not seen it.
this is how Sony fucked Disney, okay? Because in the middle of Sony's final release for Spider-Man, they took a page out of the DC book. They let the credits roll, and then they gave you an ending. And the ending was going to hinge on whether or not Sony got Spider-Man back. And so because Disney bought Marvel, and with it, they fought for the rights for Spider-Man, and they won, Sony said, fine, this is how we're going to release this movie. They fixed it to where Spider-Man's identity was revealed, and there was no way that Disney could bounce back and create a storyline in which you could understand how Peter Parker and Spider-Man were one and the same. Disney's great, but Disney has reached the point where they have no choice but to make remakes of animated series. Disney could not wrap their mind around, how do we fix this? You just revealed this superhero's alter identity.
So are you telling me this is where Miles came from?
No, because he's another one of those
No,
where Marvel.
Miles came from the comic book. Miles was in the comics.
Oh, Miles is actually in the comic?
Miles is actually a comic. But I know what Amy's saying, and yeah, that is fun.
Disney,
For them
Sony told Disney, you want it, fuck you, because you had to watch through the credits to see that ending. They took a page straight out of the
classic MCU thing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much as it is for DC though.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck them politics, bro. I'm just trying to see the movie. Like, fuck the politics.
Marvel would save that ending piece of dessert for you to let you in on the finishing of the joke.
Tasty. Little nibble.
To let you in on the finishing of a joke, or to introduce you to possibly something that was coming in the future.
Right. You know what? I'm going to say this. I think I'm going to try to make this the last thing I say about WandaVision, because it could be a whole show, and I'm literally thinking about writing a blog about this shit. But anyway, I will say this. I am completely, because I do this, I sit down, I watch the shows, and I watch them to the end, and I am it's a good show. Love the show. I get to the end and I'm so distraught that one, there's no little Easter egg at the end, and two, no Stan Lee. Figure out how to put Stan in my goddamn show. Stan is always in my shows. Put Stan Lee somewhere in there. Why is there no picture of him? Why you can't painting, put him on a billboard, put him on the side of a building, put him somewhere? But there's no Stan Lee. And it always hurts my heart that there's no Stan Lee.
If Stan can make a guest appearance in Phineas and Ferb, Stan can make an appearance anywhere.
I'm telling you. Figure this shit out, bro. Figure this shit. Listen, if Kanye can give me a fucking Tupac concert, you can figure out where to put Stan. Figure it out. Speaking of Kanye.
No. Depends on where you want to go with that one.
No, speaking of Kanye, we don't want to speak of Kanye. No, listen, do we not like Kanye anymore? We don't like Kanye. We don't like Kanye.
I'll put it to you like this:
the man has a mental disability.
I don't have any issues with Kanye. I don't understand why anyone else would have. Kanye's an artist, and I have this problem with all artists and people and artists. It's like you can't separate the person from the art. And that's Kanye is Kanye. The art's the art. I don't really care what Kanye does outside of. Listen,
I care for the fact that I don't care. I cared about the college dropout. This new dude, and I said this like 3 or 4 albums ago. Like, yo, he's eating good right now. He's not hungry anymore,
right.
And I can't fuck with it like that because he's not hungry.
And see that would be my only issue with any artist is I feel like once they start eating, sometimes they start falling off. So for me, Kanye. My last favorite album by Kanye was probably My Dark Twisted Fantasy. After that,
oh no, I dropped out before there.
Couldn't.
Once he stopped going to college, I stopped fucking with Kanye. After he graduated, I was done.
After he graduated, he was good.
I was out of there.
I couldn't.
Let's put it this way. In all honesty, had it not been for the last how many years that Kanye was fucking a Kardashian, would he really be on anybody's topic list?
For his issues or for his music? Which one?
For either.
Yeah, because he's still his last 3 albums, though not as critically quote unquote acclaimed, they're still selling. Like The Life of Pablo sold 2 mil, Ye went gold, Jesus is King went gold. So his music is still out there. He's got the album.
Wait. Let's go back.
What's up?
Let's go back. The last two only went gold. I mean, not to say that's not good to take away from the artist, but for Kanye, that's not good.
Oh no, no.
Only went gold.
Only gold for here. Okay, so here's a rabbit hole I'm about to go down real quick, but I'm gonna jump right back out of it.
Yo,
y'all know that music is.
We in it. We down there. We boring. Ain't no jumping out.
Music is my thing. Numbers aren't what they used to be anymore. So because of streaming services, there aren't as many albums being sold physically, and the way that the counts the numbers, or they still count the numbers by records sold. Well, you're not gonna buy the album when all you gotta do is listen to it on Spotify, or Apple, some shit like that. So gold and platinum doesn't apply the same way that it used to. Disregard. So like that. But I mean, like Life of Pablo, critically acclaimed album. A lot of critics love the album. A lot of people I still talk to like, yo, it's still a good album. Again,
I never listened to the album. But who was Pablo?
He never explained who the hell Pablo was.
Oh, okay. Pablo was people.
I kind of stopped caring about Kanye when he started talking about himself being the second coming of Christ. Like, dude.
Which album was that one? Because I was sitting there.
No.
Gotta figure out which drug he was not on at that.
That's the Yeezus phase. That's the Yeezus.
Yeezus. Okay, so that was after My Dark Twisted Fantasy. There,
I'm with Amy on that one. Like,
at that point,
Christ is coming again. He was not gonna come as you, my guy.
At that point, I feel like he had some undiagnosed issues at that point.
Well, he had to have some undiagnosed issues. He started fucking and marrying a Kardashian.
He been having them undiagnosed issues since his mama died. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's when he lost his mom. We can all pinpoint the moment he lost.
He lost his mom, and it just And yes, Amy, you're right. When you start messing with them Kardashians and like vampires, they start sucking your soul.
No, it's not when you mess with them. It's when you marry them. That's how you know you done lost it. That's how you know you ain't got it. It ain't about fucking the Kardashians, because anybody can do that. No disrespect, but all disrespect. Anybody can do that. It's when you marry them. That's the whole hoe into a housewife thing. Like, come on, like, and then you trying to do a Jesus gospel thing, bro. You really thought she was gonna be on that? Get out of here.
Look, when your mama finds out that her money train is done, okay, her money train is done. The only claim she's got to money is the fact that she's hoping her daughters who have, her money train's last name will keep sharing the money. When your mama releases your sex tape,
let's not discuss that. Was
why your mama got your sex tape? Why your mama know about your sex tape? Does your mother know you have a sex tape?
No.
I'm just asking a question. Why mama know? Listen, no. I wish my mom.
Yeah, right.
You know what? If I ever dared say something like this to my mom, y'all gonna be picking my jaw off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna do it, because I can't do it. I can't fight it because she just slap my eyes out and do it. Hey, Amy, you look a suspect. Your mama know you got a sex tape? Oh, no comment.
My mama's looked at me and said, Amy, in my X amount of years, even I ain't done that. And I'm like, what? You don't know what you like until you've tried it.
That's fine, but I don't want my mom to see my ass.
Look, I'm wishing one of these fools out there that I've been with, that I know has one, would release it, because I was in my prime back then, and I could use a little extra money.
I know that's right. Look, bitch, if you ain't putting it on OnlyFans and sharing the goddamn wealth, don't do none of that. Don't release it.
Like, I'm gonna need you to take this out. I'm gonna need you to take it out of your private vault.
Chris is like, no.
Let me know what site you're putting it on.
We're just talking about Jesus. How did we get here? We were talking about Jesus like 2 seconds ago. How did we get to the sex tape?
I'm thinking, because the other thought that's in my head is, I don't know about you ladies, but I've seen it, and it
was mediocre at best.
Mediocre is not.
Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee one.
Mediocre is not even the word for that. That wasn't mediocre. That wasn't mediocre. That was Showtime at like 12 o'clock.
In other words, Disney porn.
It was a soft core. Oh,
and I
wasn't
was
even working with no skills. Ain't no point in me watching this. She ain't got no skills.
She got no skills. My whole thing was, why is this like? Why was everybody so? When I finally saw it, I was just like, why is everybody so?
That's what I want to know.
Out of respect for
some magnificent shit. That's why I thought everybody was on it and talking about it, because she was doing a lot of different things that people learn.
So out of respect for the female listeners, I'm not going to go into detail what's on the tape, because if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But it was pointless, and I'm like, who paid for this?
Oh, not pointless.
Tor, pointless.
No. Oh,
pointless.
It was essentially a Disney porn.
Pointless.
You know that scene in
Jasmine and Aladdin? Oh, damn.
No. That scene in The Hunchback of Notre Dame where they're making out in the clock tower. that was essentially.
That was the gist of it right there. Just done. So yeah, like it was.
She should have gotten pointers from Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson.
Even that tape was yeah. Like, but
at least it was mediocre.
At least it was mediocre. At least.
I mean, that was some Brazzers porn shit.
No. What was the least mediocre was Paris Hilton's tape. That was the least mediocre.
I don't know how anybody found that exciting. I mean, what was the point in fucking
thank you. I was about to go there with you. It was sad. It was lonely.
It was sad. Oh, man.
But it was mediocre.
I mean,
Kim Kardashian and Ray J's tape was just like, who paid for this shit?
Mama Jenner.
Like, why? And I'm mad at Ray J. Like, why? I've been mad at Ray J for 10 years. Why?
Because Ray J was tired of living in his sister's shadow?
Probably.
And her guest room.
But I literally was like, why? Why would you do this, son? Why? But hey, who am I?
Because it was there, it was available, it was willing, and it was wet.
It wasn't wet.
Ew.
At this point, our listeners are like, how did we get here?
I'm pretty sure they are. I'm really trying to tell y'all, it was the worst tape ever.
It's the kind of, if you're trying to put yourself in the mood, it's the type that takes you completely out of it.
Yeah, it's the type. It's the type that if you like to watch old football tape film and just analyze it for plays and whatnot, and you try to figure out why that guy threw the ball to that guy when that guy was wide open over there, this is the type of tape that you would watch, because you literally sit there and be like, why?
It's the film they give you in film school where you learn how to edit.
Man, yes.
So that you can take a 3-hour film and get a 5-minute clip.
5-minute clip. Because literally for that length of time, for that length of that video, that's all you really got was 5 good minutes out of it. You know what? I'm telling too much on myself about how much of this film I actually watched.
We're also discussing just how old we are. The fact that we're still referencing Pam and Tommy Lee.
Yeah, the first time I saw that one, I was just like,
and Paris,
I laughed. I laughed. I literally the first time I saw it with a good friend of mine, and we were dying, laughing. Like, this was on the floor, rolling around. Like, no, for real, no. We just rolling around. I'm dying laughing. But that tape just utterly ridiculous. Just no. Help the children, because that was not it.
That's when you want to call them up and be like, okay, so look, the next time you find yourself in this predicament, I'm gonna need you to call somebody. I'm gonna need you to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, phone a friend.
And
be like, okay, so this is what I'm about to do. What do you recommend?
Put the camera down. Put it down. Put it down. Don't pick it up. Don't pick it back up again. Just put it down. I don't know. I just yeah, we are definitely dating ourselves because this is that tape.
Y'all dating y'allself. I ain't saying shit.
That tape alone. Woo, Lord. Yeah, somebody's gonna listen to this and say, "How the hell did we get from Jesus?"
We were talking about Jesus.
Somebody thought they were God. Somebody thought they found God.
Hey, somebody thought something happened. Ray J thought something happened. It really didn't.
Oh man!
Look, I can rag on that tape all. I can rag on that tape all night. Like,
and the funny thing of it is Ray J released it to be an ass.
mm-hmm.
He's not even the one who got to reap any of the fame or benefits from it.
Nope. It's
like, dude, you went about this all wrong.
All wrong.
Like, how did you let Mama Jenner capitalize on this? And you're the one that did all the work.
Because you did all the work. You really did all the work. You really did all the work.
Her daughter did what her daughter did best. She showed up, she flashed a pretty smile, she took her clothes off.
That was it. You did all the work.
I was going to say she didn't do nothing.
You did all the work, buddy. You did all the work, guys.
You set up the tripod.
All of that.
You set up the location.
All of that.
You did all the magic chow wow work.
Right.
And then you released it.
Ain't got nothing. Swore up and down somebody broke in your house and stole the tape. But then again, that's what they all say.
Your own sister threw you under the bus and said, "Hey, nobody broke into my house. My security system is top notch."
Sad kid, sad. So sad.
And like your sister's career was already done.
So sad. Oh, so sad.
Damn shame.
Right, like damn shame.
Like I think the last time that Brandy got brought up in any conversation was probably this one right here.
Nah. She's done some stuff this summer.
Yeah, she had an album
come
out. I heard it was pretty good. I mean, I haven't heard it, but
was decent, very, very decent.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean,
she was on Versus with Monica this summer. All of that.
That was good. That was a good one.
Even though I was trying to figure out which weed she was smoking, but yeah, all of that.
She was feeling herself.
She was feeling the shit out of herself.
She was feeling herself a little bit.
Every time she read one of them damn poems, I remembered them damn episodes of Moesha, the little blurs of Moesha.
At the end of the episode?
Yeah.
Writing in the journal.
She started writing in the journal. Every single time she read a poem on that one, I was just like, ooh, yeah. I can hear the outro music right now.
Me too. Q always thinking that he's right about everything. And sometimes Q is right, but not today. Yeah, if you and Q don't get the hell on. Yeah, I can hear it right now.
You just hear the whole damn end of the episode, and then you go on to the what? Was it the Parkers that came on after Moesha, or was it I don't even remember what the hell used to come on after Moesha.
Parker started right as Moesha was ending.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't the main character of the Parkers supposed to be like Moesha's best friend?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I don't think it ever really explained what happened to Moesha.
It did not. I don't know.
Or like, did she go off to college and that's why she wasn't a part of the Parkers? I don't know. Anyway.
So there was supposed to be, well, because remember, Moesha ended on a cliffhanger where somebody was pregnant, and I just actually, it's funny we weren't talking about that today because I just read an article a couple of nights ago where the actual revelation of who was pregnant was supposed to happen on the Parkers. They were supposed to, Brandy was supposed to guest star in the Parkers, and then they were supposed to go through, basically wrap up the loose ends to the end of Moesha. Didn't happen. Don't know why it didn't happen. Just didn't happen.
Well, it's because the Parkers really didn't have the following that Moesha did.
True, and the Parkers to me was a totally different show than Moesha. The Parkers is funny as hell. Like I watched the first maybe 3 or 4 seasons of the Parkers before I just stopped watching TV. But their demo was different.
Yeah. But I can tell you what happened.
What happened?
The fuck have you not seen Counted Vaughn? See how that chick acts?
I have seen Countess.
Yo, if you have not
seen
YouTube her latest
lately.
video. No, YouTube her latest video. That's a hot ass shit show right there.
So,
And she would, Lord, it's a the production is great. It's a music video, and you're gonna be like, I know this ain't no motherfucking Candace Bond singing this song. Does this sound like a cat died? This is horrible. This is horrible.
So it sounds like about 99% of all the music that's out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like a bunch of cats died.
And it's a. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. When I find that shit, you're gonna be like,
Please do. I don't want my YouTube algorithms to be destroyed by Countess Vaughn being in my.
I'm about to destroy your YouTube algorithms.
Do not want to see and it's funny because I like Countess. She's funny as hell, but it's like after something came out and I figured out she was starting to become a little bit touched, I was just like, I'm good. I'm straight.
It was kind of like Paris Hilton's music debut, or Tyra Banks.
Ugh. Don't remind me that Tyra actually had a song and a whole ass album.
Wifey, did she?
Yeah.
The name of the song is called Wifey.
No. Please don't do it to me. No. No.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
No.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
Oh.
I'm sending it in the group. I'm gonna do it to everybody. Everybody gonna feel this one. I had to hear it. You don't have to hear it.
No.
That's all right. You can play this game because I'm gonna send you the Tyra Banks music video.
Oh my God.
Don't do that.
Oh.
Love Tyra Banks. Please don't do that. Don't love her that much.
Not Tyra.
I liked Tyra up until she started being everything that she advocated against.
Go on.
America's Next Top Model.
Well, she always did herself as, I know what it's like to be at the bottom. I know what it's like to really want something and always be completely, overlooked for it because of your race, because of your class, because of where you grew up. And then, everybody's beautiful in their own way. And then even on America's Next Top Model, she reached a point where you could almost pinpoint at the beginning of the show who was going to win, because they all fit this same mold. There was no real, there may have been an ethnic diversity, but it was always the same shape. They always had the same personality. It was like, Tyra, you just became everything you've advocated against. And at this point, I'm done. You've changed the actors, but you keep regurgitating the same product. Like, the only time that she actually deviated from it was James Charles.
You said the only time she actually what?
The only time she actually deviated from the same final product from America's Next Top Model was James Charles.
As in James Charles.
Is that how he got his deal? His cover? Okay, that's how he got his cover girl deal?
Mr. One day I'm attracted to women, the next day I'm attracted to men, the next day I'm too young, I'm not trying to be in a relationship or have anything with anybody. That's a whole nother train and a whole nother dramageddon that I don't want to be part of. The boy does with a makeup brush what an artist does with a paintbrush.
He good at it. He good at it. I'm not. He good at it.
I ain't mad at him. My only issue with James Charles is the same one I got with Jeffree Star. How come it is you are genetically different than me? I've been doing this shit my entire life, and I still can't do my makeup like that.
I just don't like Jeffree Star as a person, as a human being. His face is beat, but if I seen him in person, I wouldn't mind beating his ass. I just don't like him. I do not like this dude. I swear I don't like him. I will say this though, since we talking about Jeffree Star and Kanye West. I know we weren't talking about them, but we were talking about them. Since we're talking about them, I will say this. I honestly believe that Kim and or Kanye or Chris, probably Chris, called up Jeffree and was like, yo, deny this shit or I'm coming for that ass. Cause at first it was like, oh, I don't know what we're talking about. I'll be at Sunday service. And then it was like, ooh, Wyoming. And then the next thing you know, I don't know why these people keep saying this. I didn't say any of this. I've never had any kind of affair or any kind of thing. I don't even know him. I'm like, now why you didn't say that at first? Who done gotten your ass? Because somebody got in his ass for him to come and say that.
As somebody who, I'm not even gonna lie, I follow some drama channels on YouTube. I have my particular favorites, and my particular favorites are the ones who are completely unbiased. Yes, they have their favorites, but they're going to report it, and they do their due diligence. They do their research. They reach out to the people that are, these hot topics within the makeup world and everything else. Like, hey, look, this is what's going around. Is there any truth to it? Like, they're not out there just saying, hey, this is what's going on and reporting on that. No, they're doing their due diligence, and because they will show you the goddamn receipts.
So do you think the little TikTok chick did her reports? I didn't think so either.
No, but the drama channels that I follow who saw this and were like, hold up, reached out because they have a professional relationship with Jeffree, and the fact that because they are a drama channel, but they do report on it completely unbiased, they will tell you straight up, on time to time, yes, this person is my friend, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to paint them in a good light. If what they did was shady, I'm gonna tell you it was shady. I'm not gonna tell you that they didn't do anything wrong, which is why I stick to this particular drama channel and I don't really follow any of the others. Did reach out to Jeffree the minute this flew across his For You page on TikTok. And Jeffree was like, nah. Because first off, I'm gonna tell you right now, Jeffree's got enough of his own mental issues.
You ain't lying.
And Jeffree's but Mama Jenner ain't got no way to buy Jeffree out. She could not have threatened him with anything that would have made him go, all right, I'll stay quiet. No, because I'm sorry, this man has his own enterprise that he is essentially done on his own. Whereas Mama Jenner is riding on the coattails of the fact that her daughter fucked Ray J and her ex-husband was OJ's lawyer.
Oh, because I was thinking about the daughter that, fucks basketball players. The ex-husband, that's a woman, but whatever you ride on, sis.
I'm also going on record as saying that Kim did not fuck Ray J. Take that for what it's worth.
Kim laid there like a log while Ray J did all the work.
I was going to say, not the dead fish syndrome.
Yeah,
No, a dead fish would have moved more. Okay, a dead fish would have moved more.
Yeah.
Throw some water on her.
Look, I'm gonna show you what kind of nerd I am, okay? A dead fish would have at least Magikarped that shit.
Oh my god, she was worse than a dead fish.
Okay?
That's a shame. Listen, I don't understand how after seeing this video be put out in public and everybody's done seen this goddamn video, how you still feel like I want to hit that. Nigga, why? You better off at the house hitting yourself. You better off by yourself. You can do the same thing. You do it better. Why would you want to waste your money?
For $49.99, you could have walked into Spencer's and bought yourself a fleshlight and got the same results.
Is all I'm saying.
Amen.
I mean,
you can't even say that any better. Amen.
Okay, wait. I can't say that better. Because for $29.99, you could have ordered it from Adam and Eve and gotten free shipping plus a couple of free gifts.
Hey, there you go.
And I haven't seen the video, so I'm just saying, from I hear.
Girl, okay, you want to see that video?
I have no intentions. Listen, that video is it's fucking old as me. I have no intentions on seeing that damn video.
It's a waste of time.
I'm gonna tell you how you can reenact that entire video. Okay. So what you're gonna do?
Is that's it?
No, listen. You're gonna take one of your kids. You're gonna take one of your kids. You're gonna tell them to log into Pokemon Go. You're gonna go to a fucking gym battle, and whoever's in the fucking gym, okay, the lowest one yet, you're gonna let them enter the gym and fight with a Magikarp, okay? Because that's about as much action as there was.
I listen. I've never wanted to see the video, and now I don't ever want to see the video even more. So I didn't know that was possible, but kudos.
It was a waste of $39.99. It was a waste of anybody's
That's a damn shame.
hour of time.
Wasted $40. You know what you can do with $40 these days?
Man, it was a waste.
More than she can.
More than she
You could have got
did.
more than she can.
Uh,
I'm just trying to figure out why you paid $39.99 to see it. I just downloaded that shit off the LimeWire.
Please trust me when I tell you I didn't pay to see that at all.
I was bored. It was on LimeWire. I went, sure, why not?
I saw
man.
it for free 99.
Oh, not free 99.
Yeah, I'm so glad I saw it for free 99 because I literally was there for, I don't know, like you said, you can edit that all the way down to 5 minutes because that's about all the action that was in that whole thing. Just like, why? What are we doing here? Anyway, yeah, that's my story. That's my take on that. And yeah. I don't even know what part of the conversation we in no more, but that tape.
I don't know. We kind of just went full circle.
Yeah, we did. We came right back to this bullshit tape. This one tape that Tori, you don't ever want to watch in your life. Period.
I'm blaming Yeezy and Jeffrey.
Somebody help me understand Jeffrey. Somebody help me understand Jeffrey. Somebody help me understand that. Like, what is that? Because I see it. I see Skeletor. Does anybody else see Skeletor?
Yo, I see Skeletor too. Not even gonna lie. Throw him a hood. It is what it is. It is what it is. Skeletor with some bomb highlight. That's what I see. Skeletor with highlight. Yeah, you're right.
I legit see Skeletor, and I'm just like, how is anybody doing anything?
I'm gonna be
that?
honest with you. Like I said before, I'm not a fan of Jeffrey, and I really don't watch him like that. I just know who he is because my daughter is a fan. I am not a fan. I just don't. I mean, he not cute to me. Even with makeup, he not cute.
He appeals to a different crowd.
And which crowd is that?
Yeah, the ugly one. No, I'm just joking. Not the ugly one. Sorry, guys. I'm not talking about y'all need help on our makeup. I'm just saying Jeffrey is ugly. I said
which crowd is that? Is that the crowd that desires to know what Skeletor looks like as a human? Or
you know what? No, what crowd is that?
He is
Don't figure out nothing, Amy. Just say it. Don't figure it out now. Hell, you've been just saying it all night. Just say it. Don't figure it out now. I know you like. I'm not gonna offend.
He appeals to the original Hot Topic crowd. Okay.
Does he?
He really does because he is. Okay. So he is if the original Hot Topic and Barbie had a child. That is how I would describe. That is how I would describe Jeffrey. Which
I feel Barbie and Marilyn Manson. But if you want to go with Hot Topic, we can go with Hot Topic.
The original Hot Topic.
Okay, I can see this.
When Hot Topic first came out, and it was every goth kid's wet dream.
Yeah, it
wet dream. I'm about to say they as soon as they saw the word hot, just died in themselves. You know, couldn't even make it through the entry of the store without just having a full on,
orgasm.
I was that kid.
Full on orgasm, just going through the store. Just
I was that kid. Okay. He is.
So is his demographic our age?
Not on. So it depends on how you want to look at it. So Jeffrey's real claim to fame was he was a MySpace musician.
Wait, he was?
Logging out.
Wait, he was?
I gotta go. Nope, I don't like where this story is going.
Jeffree Star was on MySpace.
You tell me Jeffree Star real name is Tom, and I'm leaving.
No. But he had music videos
on MySpace.
Yeah, he actually kind of did those alternative tours where you would get you had your big names. Okay. And then you had these small little artists that were big on social media. So he was one of those ones who really kind of got his up and coming start.
What was the name?
MySpace music.
What was the name of that tour? What was the name of that tour? Well, I want to call it Vans, but it's not in the Vans tour. What was the name?
No, what's Van?
Oh God, what was the name of that tour?
Lollapalooza.
No, not Lollapalooza. It was the smaller version of Lollapalooza. Can't. My brain is drawing a blank right now.
He was on the tour. He was one of the smaller shows.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. MySpace.
Yeah, that MySpace.
Alternative. How old is this fucker?
Okay,
Oh, he
so
old. He
He's
old.
our age.
his
You.
hold on. He recorded because he did actually. There are actual albums
I gotta go. Log it out.
because he because I'm bringing this all up, and unfortunately I'm using the millennials because unfortunately the only real information you can get on Jeffree Star, because he does what he doesn't release on his YouTube channel. The only other things out there are what you will find on Wikipedia. He did his album, came out in 2009, and it was called Beauty Killer. Had a song called Lollipop Luxury, and it featured Nicki Minaj. He was signed to Convict Music.
I know you fucking lying.
No, baby. I wish I was.
What the? I gotta go. I'm about to leave. I can't. Yeah. Let me Google a picture because I gotta see this shit.
So yeah, but he did kind of start with MySpace, releasing his music and everything else.
MySpace.
That's why I'm saying he appeals to the alternative crowd. For lack of a better term, he was the alternative goth kids RuPaul.
Okay. I can.
He did for white goth kids what RuPaul just did for drag queens everywhere. Took them out of the shadows and was a little bit more like Jeffree Star is almost the guy I would blame for Hot Topic turning preppy. Like if you could pinpoint one person to blame for that, I would blame Jeffree Star.
This is Skeletor we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Who was described by Akon as the next Lady Gaga?
Which means you've brought up the Wikipedia page.
Skeletor. Okay.
He looked like his breath stink.
All the motherfucker eats is Taco Bell and smoke weed.
I said what I said then. I must be correct. He looked like his breath stink. His face do be beat. I mean, his makeup be on point, but he still looked like he got funky breath. Like, hey, I can't stand this close to you because your breath stink, and I'm not okay with any of this. Listen, I don't mean no harm, but he is not that cute in makeup. Like,
Not that cute, period.
I'm just trying to see, like,
And he did the
would Kanye really fuck with this? Cause
no, and actually, the makeup artist that everybody thought was Jeffree Star, and is
What's
not
his name?
Kanye was effing with, actually came out and made a video on TikTok.
his name was like Kobe or something like that. Kobe.
I think so.
And I was like,
y'all gonna make me go through my YouTubes to find this because my little drama dude.
I'm telling you right now, if any of this has any little inkling of truth to it, Kanye, we probably haven't heard from him because he's probably bathing himself in holy water right now.
But I mean, everybody's deal was because Jeffree was in Wyoming and Kanye was in Wyoming. That's why they automatically went to him.
So why? Does Jeffree just live in Wyoming? He just happens to live there? Because, I mean, I don't mean no harm, but it's fucking Wyoming.
Right. My daughter will tell you that Wyoming doesn't exist. It is a figment of your imagination that has been placed there subconsciously by the government. This is Anybody who says they've been there is lying. They were told by the government that's where they were because they were somewhere else. And this is a whole Britney theory on Wyoming. Because her deal is like, you never see Wyoming license plates anywhere.
I don't know, because I saw one today while I was on the road. So, did you see one, or do you just think you saw one because the government told you that you saw one?
Right. My daughter will tell you that Wyoming doesn't exist. It is a figment of your imagination that has been placed there subconsciously by the government. This is
I
That would be Brittany's argument.
That some bitch said Wyoming while I was behind his ass for like 2 miles and driving slow as shit. Okay, sorry. Just I don't get the appeal though. I mean, like, does anybody looking at this? Like, I don't get the appeal. You know, this is when I know that shit's not for me, when I don't get the appeal of it. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. However, to move on to a different subject, I was like, there's a lot of things that are already knowns. We just don't have actual receipts to these things, like things we've been knowing for 25 years. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of these videos, but what do y'all think of Jaguar Wright?
I'm gonna need Jaguar to go back to whatever hole she just climbed out of.
Why she gotta go back to the hole? Why she gotta be in the hole?
And I'm gonna need her.
Why are you putting Jaguar in the hole?
I need Jaguar to chill. Because when you got Tevin Campbell, like, yo, keep my name out your mouth. And this is Tevin Campbell we talking about. Tevin, little Tevin.
I see. I must have missed that one.
Oh, that was the first one she did before she got on. Before she got to the whole Common, Erykah Badu, and everybody else situation. She started with Tevin Campbell.
I thought she started with Diddy.
Nah. Tevin came before Diddy. She came at Tevin and had to take Tevin's name out of her mouth real fast.
Why? Why did she come to Tevin? He live in like France or some shit.
He's still here. Because she said that he was the reason why he dropped out of sight and out of mind was because he was selling his ass on the corner to feed his drug habit. And Mr. Campbell got on Twitter and was like, "You'll be hearing from my lawyer if you don't shut the fuck up."
Okay, I thought it was just because he was going through his gay issues or whatnot. So
no.
Who ain't selling their ass in the music industry? I don't mean no harm, but like, honestly, in some shape or form, you selling something.
Pretty much yourself, your skill set, your name.
I'm just saying, like, we could
likeness.
I'm pretty sure we could figure out a way to talk to her. She lives in Cedar Hill, so it shouldn't be hard.
Do I want to talk to her? I wouldn't want to talk to her because, I mean, there's nothing for me.
No, Jaguar she's like Black Amy. She don't give two fucks about anything you feel about. Anything you have to say. Jaguar has no filter. She don't give a damn.
What y'all mentioned on this? What do I know?
Jaguar's gonna talk her shit, and yeah, she's gonna talk her shit and not give two shits.
Who is Jaguar and what does she do? I missed something. I was too busy over here trying to find a name of this person who's saying it was him and not Jeffrey that was with Prime Game.
It's his name is like.
His name is Cole.
Cole. Yeah, I knew it was something with a C.
He's another makeup artist, but he's not
as popular. Yeah, so
he hangs out with a completely
job with Shane Dawson and them.
No, not necessarily Shane Dawson, because Shane ain't about to hang out. Shane Dawson's a whole nother one, okay? No,
listen,
like
I'm gonna touch on Shane Dawson real fast before we get back to Jaguar Wright and the rest of this whole Jeffree Star story. Shane Dawson, number one. Somebody, somewhere, somehow should have whooped that boy's ass a long time ago. Like,
who's Shane Dawson?
Look him up. Should have whooped his ass a long time ago. Number one.
He's been catching a lot of heat. He has a podcast, or he used to a long time ago. He does a lot of conspiracy theories on YouTube. Like, he doesn't do YouTube videos. He does like YouTube movies. Like, when he puts out something on YouTube, it is a fucking 4-month-long production, and it is usually right at 2.5, 3 hours.
You know what? I think I've seen some of his stuff.
But he's been catching a lot of heat lately for comments in regards to pedophilia, blackface, bestiality. He's the guy who for the longest time was in the headlines because during a podcast he said he fucked his cat.
Somebody should have whooped that boy's ass.
Who's gonna stake claim to that?
He is, so the way I can describe Shane Dawson is he is, unfortunately for our kids' generation and the generation just before them, that are Gen Zers and everything, So we've got our Gen Zers, we've got our millennials, and then our kids are somewhere right in the smack dab center of those kids.
Okay.
He is essentially, he does on podcasts and in his YouTubes and things like that for this generation what Howard Stern was for us. Does a lot of things for shock value. Yeah, he does a lot of things for shock value.
Say Alex Jones.
No, he's more of the Howard Stern. He does a lot of things for shock value.
Okay. Okay, is he a dumbass Jake Paul type?
He was Jake Paul before Jake Paul was Jake Paul.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I ain't heard of him, because I don't like Jake Paul ass either. So, yeah, there's that.
Which I'm actually surprised you hadn't heard of him, because him and Jeffree Star was really good friends.
The latest, no, Shane Dawson. The Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star collaboration palette, the conspiracy theory palette.
They were good friends, or were they good friends?
No, they are really good friends. They are.
They friends.
Trust me.
There's no story here.
No story.
Jeffree ain't got no interest in Shane. Jeffree's one of those, we friends, we always gonna be friends. If Shane Dawson was the last available person for Jeffree Star to hook up with, Shane Dawson would be in proverbial forever friend zone.
Last I heard, Jeffree Star liked a little chocolate in his coffee, so.
Okay, here's the thing, and I guess this is what's getting me, because I'm not a fan of Jeffree Star, okay? So I don't know much about Jeffree Star, but I thought Jeffree Star was a flaming ass racist.
Oh, that too, yeah. So
but he just made amends for that.
No, because I did ask my daughter, hey, what do you think about, is Kanye? And she's like, oh no, that's not his type. He likes prison types. And I was like, I didn't know he liked black men. I thought so.
No.
That's why I said he likes a little coffee in his. I mean, he likes a little chocolate in his coffee, but they have to be a certain type of coffee. I mean, a certain type of chocolate for his coffee.
But I thought he didn't know.
He has made amends. He knows that he has done some things in the past that were wrong. He's actually one of the biggest advocates for there to be a much broader range in makeup. He's the first one to sit there and say, look, you as makeup industry, we are not giving everyone a fair shake. We are not covering skin tones from A to Z. We go here and then go, once you're here, you're done. So I will give him, he has made amends. And, I'm a strong believer in just because you were something at one time, if you can learn and grow and make amends for that, it does not erase your past. But at least at that point, I'm willing to give you a fair shake.
Question. Do you apply that to pedophiles too?
No, because I'm sorry. There is.
What's the question?
Well, no, because, okay, I get it. If you were raised to believe that because of a skin color, someone is bad, that it's not all on you, because there have been plenty of people who have grown up in homes like that and have gotten outside of them and been like, you know what? Everything I was taught was wrong, and they changed their mindset, and those are the people that you have to look at and go, okay, it was the way I want to blame you. But you found the error in your ways, and a lot of it is based on the way you were raised. So you can't fault them for something when they even if they tried to do better, it was beaten or ingrained into them that way of thinking is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Pedophilia is a choice. You don't just, nobody teaches you to think that little kids are attractive. Nobody teaches you as a grown adult to say, hey, I'm not doing real well in the adult world. Let me go where little kids are, because, they can't tell adults no. They've been taught to respect their elders. So if I tell them they got to do this, they're going to do it. No, it's an abuse of power. No, there's no excuse for pedophilia. None. So, if you need something that tight, dude, for $3.99, you can go to Walmart and buy a bottle of Jergens.
Okay, YouTubers. These YouTubers be having their own drama life. I was looking at Shane Dawson, and it looks like he has some serious issues going on, and that sounds like none of my business. So I'm making it out now.
Shane is a walking mental hospital.
Or yeah, that sounds about right. I can go with that.
It's bad. It's all bad.
Well,
you would enjoy some of Shane's middle work because you like conspiracy theories and things like that. You would enjoy like his whole section that, you know, his whole like 2 or 3 years that it was like straight conspiracy theory videos. Some of them are really good. As long as you stick to those. If you deviate from those,
then I'm gonna dislike them. I'm really gonna dislike them. Is that what you're saying? Okay, well, I probably already dislike them, so it's bad.
I mean, but they can, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna, you can respect someone's art and not respect all of the art.
So respecting art, but not respecting necessarily the artist, because
that one too, because not all, like, when you look at it this way, when you do podcasts, when you do YouTube videos, you do your TikToks and all of those, you are essentially using, you know, creating an art form. It is a form of art, and there are some great artists in the world. There's some great artists in the world who have some really effed up ethics and morals, and you can kind of see, you can see the progression of someone in their mental state through the art. And you see this point where they're young and they're doing everything for shock value. And then you see this, okay, we're going to touch on something that's going to appeal to a wider audience. And then you start to see the decline because you've played out this one section that was going to appeal to a wider audience. You've played it out. And then you start to see where they go back to where they were. And then we use a lot of, well, I was a victim of this and this. I make jokes. This is my coping mechanism.
Yeah. That story.
And it's kind of one of those, okay, well, that was your story the first time you got called out. And now you're doing it again. So I need you to come up with a new alibi because the story ain't working no more. That type of thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that story, all the random talking we've gone through tonight, it's been fun, but we're gonna have to say goodbye. Say goodnight, Tora.
Good night, Tora.
The smart ass in her was gonna pop off with that.
I enjoyed our freestyle. I think we should do this a little more often. Have a freestyle and just go off and see where we land.
Just promise me we won't end up on Kardashian sex tapes anymore.
Ain't no promises.
Unbelievable. I don't even know how we ended up there. But anyway.
Talking about Jesus. That's exactly how we ended up.
Buddy. Yes, sir.
What a segue.
Well, that's our time. We gotta go.
Thoroughly enjoyed. As always, it's always good times. Good times. Good times and sweaty balls.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here.
I know y'all know the SNL reference.
Yes, all day.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming back. Catch us on all the social medias over there. Check out our podcast on anywhere.
Xennials Podcast.
You listen to podcasts. And
also on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, pretty much anywhere you can hear podcasts.
We're there.
We're on Twitter at Xennials Podcast. We're on Facebook, Xennials Podcast.
We're on Instagram,
The Xennials Podcast.
Email address is xennialspodcast7270@gmail.com.
Yay! Let us know how y'all feel about the show. If you have questions, comments, issues, or concerns,
if you don't have issues, comments, or concerns after this episode,
we may or may not speak on them. I'm pretty sure there's going to be issues and concerns out of this one, especially talking about between Jeffree Star and Kim Kardashian's sex tape that there was no sex. I mean, yeah, and Marvel and WandaVision and the goddamn twins. They were twins, right?
Fluffy and Snowflake, or Snowflake and Safe Space, or there we go. Snuffleupagus and
comments.
Snuffleupagus and Big Bird. There we go.
Just
ruining Sesame Street for me, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'd like to know what people feel about that. Y'all can use them and tell me what y'all think, because maybe I was not happy. I'm not happy.
I'd have been happy if they just had different names.
You know what? If they had different lives, if they had different costumes, please get them people out of the majorette costumes. Let the DC4L, let the dancing dolls have their costumes. Stop playing. Don't do that. These guys need to fight crime.
We out of time.
Maggie, if you're out there listening, I'm going to need you to design some new costumes for Safe Space and Snowflake.
And some new names. At least you were the Snowflake. Safe Space turns into some kind of square or can like evaporate or like there's move everything. Oh, get rid of the names. I'm sorry, this was a whole nother show, wasn't it? My bad. We were into this one. I'm sorry. We got back on Marvel and I just can't like majorettes. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Xennials Podcast, guys. Check us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.